is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
A reading from the Book of Wisdom, chapter 13, verses 1 to 9. All men were by nature foolish, who were in ignorance of God, and who from the good things seen did not succeed in knowing Him who is, and from studying the works did not discern the artisan, but either fire or wind or the swift air, or the circuit of the stars or the mighty water, or the luminaries of heaven, the governors of the world, they considered gods. Now, if out of joy in their beauty they thought them gods, let them know how far more excellent is the Lord than these, for the original source of beauty fashioned them. Or if they were struck by their might and energy, let them from these things realize how much more powerful is He who made them. For from the greatness and the beauty of created things, their original author by analogy is seen. But yet, for these the blame is less. For they indeed have gone astray, perhaps, though they seek God and wish to find Him. For they search busily among His works, but are distracted by what they see, because the things seen are fair. But again, not even these are pardonable. For if they so far succeeded in knowledge that they could speculate about the world, how did they not more quickly find its Lord? This is the word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. Jesus said to His disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage up to the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Similarly, as it was in the days of Lot, they were eating, drinking, buying, selling, planting, building. On the day when Lot left Sodom, fire and brimstone rained from the sky to destroy them all. So it will be on the day the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, someone who is on the housetop and whose belongings are in the house must not go down to get them, and likewise one in the field must not return to what was left behind. Remember the wife of Lot. Whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses it will save it. I tell you, on that night there will be two people in one bed. One will be taken, the other left. And there will be two women grinding meal together. One will be taken, and the other left." They said to Him in reply, "Where, Lord?" He said to them, "Where the body is, there also the vultures will gather." This is the gospel of the Lord.
My dear brothers and sisters, and my dear children, as a Christian, everyone should realize or try to understand whether we live a responsible life on this earth. If you read the gospel, we find quoting or reminding of the times of Noah, Jesus says that everybody kept on eating and drinking, and men and women married up to the very day Noah went into the boat and the flood came and killed all of them. What is it trying to tell us, dear brothers and sisters? Irresponsible life. What matters is not whether you drink or you eat or you live a happy life. But what's more important is that amidst all the leisure that we take, we need to be responsible in our living, dear brothers and sisters. Because we cannot forget the image of God which is within us. God is there and God is protecting us and He is leading us. So we have to have the real values of the gospel, and then also the image of God within us. Love, kindness, merciful, these are the characteristics of our Heavenly Father. He is a loving Father. He is a merciful Father. So we need to be responsible in order maintaining all these characteristics of our Heavenly Father in our lives, dear brothers and sisters. Do I really take into consideration the words of Jesus Christ, or do I get distracted? Do I just get carried away from the current of the society? This is what we need to realize, dear brothers and sisters. What are the priorities in my Christian life, or in my life really? How can I really take into consideration the Christian living when I live in my family and the place where I do my profession, wherever it is? Whatever I talk, whatever I think, whatever I do, I need to realize that I am a responsible Christian. This is important, dear brothers and sisters, that I have to live a responsible life. I must not forget my past, but I cannot make my past living in present. I need to understand the past, and I have to get all the understanding from the past and make my present a beautiful sacrifice to our Heavenly Father. I just cannot look at the past and stop, like the wife of Lot, who was behind him, who looked back, and she was made a salt pillar. I cannot just remain in past. Let my past go by. I have to live the present and look to the future. I have to live a responsible life. So just try to understand this, dear brothers and sisters. I cannot get myself distracted. Ask God to purify me and to lead me, that I can be aware of what I should do. This is what Jesus has taught me, dear brothers and sisters. So with this understanding, think of your life seriously, love one another, and live your Christian life. Thank you, dear brothers and sisters, and my dear children.